Dear young men, you are being taken advantage of.
I've seen that before. Okay, boom, boom, duck and dive and take one terrorist out. Next, get the AK, go Rambo.
Tate has been arrested in Romania on suspicion of human trafficking, rape, and forming an organized crime group.
Is reading this as Israel to Palestinians. The reason it doesn't work that way is because we are not made aware that the people of Jarhapur are either wildly terrorism supportive.
What would you do if I couldn't cook?
You'd be single.
Can you cook?
That's irrelevant.
No. Can you cook though?
I mean, can you fight?
Can you give us a summary of your educational background or your healthcare education experience?
My experience in healthcare?
Your educational background. I'm just curious.
The Matrix has attacked.
Every single one of these guys thinks you're a loser. And if you continue to gobble up their propaganda, you'll be proving them right. They are all preying on your insecurities about building a family or your place in the world in order to extort you for their own personal gain. Look, I'm not here to lecture you or talk to you like you're a kid. I'm here to be brutally honest. The purpose of this video is simply to give you a different perspective. But at the end of the day, you're your own person and you'll make your own actions. Let's begin. Look, I get it. You're broke as hell, working your butt off, but still have no motion, no friends, and probably not in the best shape of your life. And here come these goobers giving you the perfect excuse for all your problems. The feminism, the woke mob, immigrants. Just take a second to realize the hypocrisy. Ben Shapiro preaches facts and logic, yet makes millions of dollars selling you culture war bullshit. I mean, the guy has literally made a whole video on
where I was forced to sit there and play Minecraft with one of our employees and basically wanted to hang myself. I hated the game. I thought it was stupid. I didn't understand how it worked.
Andrew Tate tells you to escape the Matrix by buying into his Matrix and getting you to send him money so he can tell you to do push-ups or something.
I mean, if you're a really good friend, no, not even if you're a friend, you better, if you're my friend, you just can't be a pussy. Well, I had a heart attack. Get the fuck up.
Tucker Carlson, quote-unquote, hates elites, yet he is one. The thing they all have in common is that they preach to you to be strong men, yet encourage you to see yourself as a victim that needs to blame others for the state of their life. And listen, you are a victim, but not to feminism or immigrants or whatever. You're a victim to a system that they are a part of. You want to know why they double down on culture war issues and try to get you to blame feminism or the civil rights movement for the quote-unquote moral rot? It's because things are getting harder. Just take a second to look back at when gay marriage was legalized. The support was overwhelming. No one cared. But those times were also financially easier. People could afford homes. You could afford to raise a family. That's why no one cared back then. It's not because they've been getting more and more woke. It's because wealth is being more consolidated. Because the cost of living keeps rising year after year. But they don't want you to use that anger in order to demand a better life. They want you to shift it elsewhere, somewhere where they aren't threatened, in order for the elite who run our whole society to keep being able to live their comfortable lives. Do you really think these guys who are all part of that group are going to rat themselves out as being the reason for your suffering? No, they just want you to be angry, because angry men spend money. I want you to ask yourself, what exactly do you threaten? What positive change do these lines of thinking influence? Let's take this worldview to its logical conclusion. If all immigrants and trans folk disappeared, would you suddenly have more wealth? What would change? Company CEOs would suddenly become super gracious and give everyone a raise? Would landlords lower your rent? Would oil companies decide that they've had enough profit and decide to make gas cheaper? The answer is no. And if you think otherwise, you are living in delusion. These clowns are tricking you by selling you quote-unquote strength and freedom in order to make sure you stay an obedient good boy. Let's talk about what actual strength looks like. Someone still showing up for his family after working a 12-hour shift is strong. Having the balls to stand up to someone getting picked on is strong. Being man enough to demand a better wage or to speak out against unfair work practices is strong. It's easy to be all about yourself. It's easy to conform to a group and point and laugh at someone who's different. It's easy to let your boss walk all over you. You want to talk about putting in the work? Put in the work to be someone your children can look up to. But even if you don't care about being an honorable person, please just realize that right-wingers are just corny. You know how many times I've seen these red-pilled guys at bars sit in the corners and look miserable? You can literally always spot them because they wear super tight shirts and look like they are allergic to having a good time. No one tries to talk to them. no one is interested in being their friend. Please do not let that be you. It's an eyesore. I know all these red pill guys just make you feel super superior and like you're better than everyone, but in reality, they're just training you to be antisocial so that your problems can exacerbate. So you don't have any friends to tell you, hey dude, you're being kind of goofy. The right has nothing to offer you. It is an ideology inherently based on stopping progress. And I'm not here to say there's anything wrong with quote unquote conservative values, but let's be real. Basically every single person on earth wants to have a family and have a house and all this other stuff. Right-wingers themselves don't care about family values. They just use it as a talking point to indoctrinate you into being obedient. Like, how can you be against the government treading on you, but not billionaires treading on you and making you a slave to debt? So what, I hear you thinking, what's the alternative? Being a liberal? God, no. Liberals are also right-wingers. And I'm not here to tell you what to believe. I'm not trying to convince you to call yourself anything. I'm just telling you to educate yourself. Look into the systematic reasons why we're in the situation that we're in. And no, it's not the Jews either. If you're dumb enough to be a Painter fan, then you might be beyond saving. But once you start looking into why wages aren't growing, why the rich keep getting richer, while they laugh at us fighting for the scraps, you'll see what the true problem is. And you realize it's beyond stupid to keep fighting amongst ourselves. I promise you couldn't care less about any idiotic culture war after that. You've got every right to be angry, but don't use that anger to further marginalize those that you have infinitely more in common with. You want somewhere to put that anger? Go work out and be as physically fit as possible for all those who don't have that privilege. Go be kind to a stranger who's received nothing but cruelty from others. Go build community and solidarity in a system where bridge burning and destruction is the norm. That's the mark of someone who will leave an impact on those around them. You want to be remembered kindly in death? Then strive to be as kind as you can in life. Stop listening to guys that wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire. The right wants obedient little soldiers, but the world needs people that dare to fight back. And deep down, I already know which one you're meant to be. We have an entire world to win.